Hey everybody, we're back for another Wednesday night of D&D fun. We're getting close to the conclusion of our campaign here, so Dan, if you'd like to take it away, we'll get rolling.
Absolutely. Quick recap from last week, kind of where we ended. There was a little battling going on. You guys had made your way back to camp. It is kind of dusk right now, and Captain saw as he was kind of sitting down, peering out over at the ocean, he noticed what looked like a ship on the horizon. Ton of excitement going on in terms of we see a ship. This might be a way for us to get off this forsaken rock. And so the captain has urged everybody to really get themselves prepped. So at dawn's break, everybody's going to head towards the shore and try and somehow make your way out to this boat to see if you can leave this island of the spiteful shores. And so, with that being said, you guys have not taken a long rest since your last battle, and so a fire has been stoked, and you guys still had little old Gertha was back at camp, got a little hog on the roast. So what are you guys doing in terms of as a group? Because again, Captain's really pumped. You guys are all feeling really motivated, knowing that you ran up and kind of verified what the captain saw. You can see Koresh, Oriana, Dr. Brevan, like they're all kind of gathering belongings, getting things tidied up of whatever essentials that they have left. You guys have also recovered the captain's dagger, which was pinging some tons of oogly boogly magical powers from it, but it's going to require a little bit of attunement, which is going to mean a long rest to see what it may do or identify its abilities after you've snuggled with it, kissed it, caressed the gold, and told you how much you love it. So what's happening, guys?
As I recall, I was flying out to the boat.
Oh
yeah.
You were flying up above, and let's see how long that would take you to get there, because your flight speed is what? Give me a time.
I believe 50? It's 50, yeah.
50? 60? Okay. So we would say it would take you roughly to get there in twice as fast. You're talking like probably about 30 minutes to get out to actual shore, moving at double speed of everybody else. Yeah, as you get out to the shore's edge, you do see, as I said before, you can see a boat that's out there. As you're looking, though, you don't see anybody particularly on the boat that you can see from essentially the shoreline, and it's probably another several hundred meters out at sea, because it kind of looked as Captain was looking at it from his vantage point at the base camp, kind of this rock outcropping you can see at the bottom left hand corner. It would have looked as a minuscule little spot on the horizon as you're out there. But again, you're verifying you do see a ship that is out there, sails all the way up. However, it is getting really dark because you're at dusk. So now you've been traveling for about 30 minutes or so, and it's getting a bit darker, and you're not really to make out if there's anybody on this ship.
I am going to keep flying towards the ship.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
This is all while we were getting ready to take a long rest, correct?
Yes.
3.
There you go.
And this is the last time we saw him as the cannonball takes him out of the sky. Was that thunder?
Bink.
Hang on, I gotta grab some dice real quick here.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be that kind of night.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system now.
As you are flying out towards the ship, and you've been focusing, you're pretty intense focusing on it. You didn't really notice that there's a heavy amount of rain clouds and fog moving in, and kind of out of the blue, a strong gust of wind has hit you while you're flying through the air, and you're now getting torrential downpour that is making your vision heavily obscured, and you're kind of losing track of where this boat's at, and before you know it, you're like, where the heck did it go? But again, you're stuck in like this really heavy storm that's kind of came swiftly. You've lost track of the boat.
Good times.
But you know it's there. You know it's there. You saw it. You saw it as you were heading out.
There's still a boat.
There's
I'll
still
keep heading in the direction where I last saw it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another perception check.
There we go. 18.
18. You are now noticing that lightning is striking like crazy as you're up in this storm, and you're getting the intuition that you should probably make haste back before getting struck out of the sky and becoming a human torch.
You're not the boss of me.
I'm not saying you have to go back. I'm just saying what you feel. It's up to you to decide. But you still cannot see the boat. Are you going to roll the dice and see if you can still find it?
I'm thinking.
Don't rush him. He doesn't
Yeah, I'm
need
gonna
help
keep
making
going.
stupid. He doesn't need any help making stupid decisions.
All right. Go ahead and make another perception check.
Wow, pot.
Yeah, really.
14.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Stronger wind.
Bzzz.
13.
Yeah, you just made it. As you are circling around looking for this ship, while you don't find the ship, you hear a loud crackling thunder, and then all of a sudden you see this large flash, almost blinding. However, as you turn away just in time and look down, you see a small dinghy, per se, kind of just floating in the waters. You've kind of gone down a little bit lower to try and investigate where you think this ship is at. And as you're looking at the boat, all you can see is a little lantern kind of on the back of this boat that's rocking pretty heavy in these stormy waves. But there's nobody on this boat.
You said it's just a dinghy, right?
Yeah. It's about
No
a 6
sail?
foot. It's about no sails. It's
Oars?
you got 2 oars on there. Could probably seat about 6 people. You're looking at something that's maybe about, I'd say, 10, 12 foot long in length. It's relatively small.
Does it look like it was like washed from where it was moored?
You don't see any kind of like rope that may have been broke or attached to it still. But again, there is an actual lit lantern that is kind of on the back end. That's just so there is a live flame on this skiff that's kind of floating out at sea right now.
Head towards the light, Catherine.
I will land on it and take a little bit of rope out of my pack and tie it to the boat, and then use the broom to drag the boat back to shore.
All right, I'm going to need an either acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can land on a tiny ship in a a stormy sea. Whichever you're better at.
9.
9. As you go to land on said boat, a large wave kind of whips the boat up and smacks you right off of your little broom and into the water, and you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and you are now floundering at sea, trying to grasp onto either your broom or the boat.
I go underwater.
And swim around. I know you're a water genasi. It's okay. So that is exactly what happens. All right. You're going underwater. You're at this point about 100 yards out to from shore. So yeah. I guess figure out what you'd like to do. Give me 1 second. Just gonna close the door. You don't know? You don't know what you're gonna do? It's gonna like lay there.
Yeah, I do. I was just waiting for you to get back. You walk away, it's polite. Even if you're a jackass for walking away and showing us your back. That's okay, Dan.
We're
Hey man,
okay
take
with
that
it.
out of my little.
If I'm off my broom, it probably fell in the water, so I'll look around a little bit for it.
Okay. And I would say you'd easily be able to find it, just considering you're a water genasi and you are very adapted to the swimming lifestyle. You are able to find your broom and get yourself back up. Would you like to attempt to land on this said boat once again in these rough seas?
Actually, I will swim to the boat and see if I can just climb onto it.
Okay. Then again, give me either an athletics or acrobatics check, considering the rough seas.
11.
We'll call that good enough. So as the the boat's rocking pretty heavy in the water right now, and you kind of catch it right on a dip as the waves go down, and just whip yourself right over into the boat. And as you're sitting there, you kind of observe, take a look at the boat that you're in. 2 very strong, sturdy oak oars, and then that kind of little notches on the side there. And there's a few little wooden benches cut across, 3 of them to be exact, that would fit 2 persons per wooden bench. And again, the back of this, you do see a little lantern that is lit and hanging there. you also find a little scroll or a piece of parchment that's kind of tucked away underneath one of the back benches. As you kind of just see it kind of sticking out as you're observing, looking around the boat.
Now that I'm landed, I will go ahead and tie a piece of rope
Okay.
to the boat, hop back on my broom, and start flying back towards shore with the boat.
Okay. And I'd say, yeah, about it'd take you, no more than 10 minutes or so to go ahead and pull that boat back to shore from where you were flying. And again, so now at this point, we're going to say a good, let's see, 30, 40, close to an hour has passed between when you left camp and are able to get back to shore. And so it is dark at this point outside. You do see the flickering of a campfire to easily guide you back to where the rest of the crew is at.
Okay, I will, once I get to shore, I'll drag the boat up on shore. I will find a likely tree or something to tie the other end of the rope to so it doesn't wash out.
Okay. And I would say you're easily able to do so, considering this island's, lush with plenty of palm trees and everything else. For you, finding something like that would be very easy to right there on the shore. So not a problem.
Okay, and was I able to find it close to my party members?
The tree?
Yes.
Unless you're dragging it. What's up?
Do we see this happening?
You do not. So
Okay.
You definitely don't see it. And Arax, you're not close enough to the camp where anybody would see exactly that. It's still a little bit inland for you to get to the main base camp. You got to remember, main base camp is pretty close to the center of the island. So again, for you, flight time about 30 minutes would take about an hour for the crew. Otherwise, to get to this camp.
Okay, so they weren't continuing on towards the beach.
No, everybody else, from my understanding, has been just hanging out at camp.
Alrighty, then I will go ahead and fly towards the camp.
Cool. So you're able to make make good time back into camp. You have the wind is at your back at this point with that storm that is came in. The rain kind of lets up the closer you're getting to the center of the island, and you're able to make it back to the crew. And feel free to divulge whatever happened or whatever you found.
Or not.
Ahoy, matey!
Did you find the boat?
I didn't find the ship, but I found a smaller dinghy that could easily carry all of us.
Crush was out there.
Dinghy. Out playing with your dinghy. Well, is it big enough for all of us?
All of us except maybe your ego.
Me? I have an ego.
And Captain Takumi kind of looks at you and says, "What did you find? Did you see the boat? Did you see it? Are there people on it?
You found what?
Are there people on the boat?"
There were no people on the boat.
Very interesting. But there was a boat, yes? My eyes did not deceive me, yes?
Yes.
At the break of dawn, we will all go to shore and see if we can make our way to the boat. Especially since our good friend Arax has now provided us a smaller skiff to get out there.
That's
Yeah,
why I called
I'll do
it
what I
teeny.
Say again. Oh my goodness. So are we going? What time is it at this point? At night?
Yeah, it's night. It's probably like 8 o'clock.
So what do you think, gents? Shall
And
we go to bed and do what the captain says?
Well, let's go to bed anyway.
Dr. Brevan and Oriana go, well, they both kind of come over and they have these platters of food that have been, you've even seen them carve off meat from the boar that was roasting earlier with Gertha. And they say, well, we might as well get a good, one last good meal while we're on this godforsaken island. And they kind of go by and hand little chunks of meat to each of you guys, and you see them, eating pretty well. Girthy somehow has managed to find some ale that was still in this base camp that looks like everybody kind of overlooked, and she's throwing them back. Drazan is draped all over her. He's also tossing them back, and and she kind of looks over to you guys and is like, "Well, you guys gonna join in? Have some drinks. Here you go." And
It depends on where you found these drinks and items. You didn't pull them out of your areas.
And she kind of looks at her body and she goes, "Honey, I ain't got room for another keg on this body, but there's plenty of drinks to go around."
While that's going on,
Good man about that.
I'm gonna nudge Crush and say, "Do you have any worries about our undead fellows that we are with when we leave this island?"
Yes, I have great concerns, but wait, yes, I worry.
I'm curious
But
what
we
that
see
will
what
mean.
happens.
I guess, yes. I guess we'll see what happens, but be prepared.
Oh yes, definitely. I'll be prepared.
So, what are you guys doing? Is
Eating
everybody
the
like
boar.
Eating the boar.
And Girthy sees you, Milo, chowing down on the boar, and she kind of, Drazan's like all over her, and she's kind of over it now, and she's like, "Get out of here!" Pushes him off, and she walks over. She kind of walks over to you. She throws her arm over your shoulder, and it kind of feels like a 200-pound log just got tossed on your back. And she kind of looks at you, and she looks over, and she's like, "It's like a midnight snack. Are you hungry for more?"
Well, technically, if you have a midnight snack, it will just make you gain weight.
What
Even
just
more.
happened?
And she says, "Listen, Drazan's a little bit of a clinger, and you're kind of cute. So, what do you say we make of it this one last night on the island?"
Run, Milo, run!
Make it. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm really good at wrestling. I might beat you easily.
And she, after you say that, she pinches your butt, gives you a wink, and she goes, "I'll see you later." And she kind of goes back over and grabs a little cup, dips it in the keg of ale right in the lid, and you just watch her like chug it. And she just belches real loud. And she again looks back at you and tosses you a wink.
I'm so confused.
Be careful, Milo. You might disappear later.
I don't get it. How would I disappear? I'm here with you guys.
Just be careful.
But I'm always careful. Why? Is there something I don't know, guys? Is this an inside joke?
Oh no.
Captain Takumi, as you guys are as Milo is so perplexed by the advances that Girtha is making towards him, Captain Takumi calls kind of attention to the group and gather round, and he's got a mug of ale, and he says, "I'd like to raise a toast to the best crew a captain could ask for. May this be the last night we're here, and may it be a victorious ride out of this island with treasures and riches I know we will find once we get to that ship. I feel it is the calm Delilah calling us." And he raises his glass for a toast.
Here,
You all
here.
having mugs near you? There we go.
Here, yes. To treasure.
The treasure! And he
Just
just
empty.
You're getting off this island.
And treasure.
and more treasure. And then he says, after everybody takes a drink, goes, let's take a look at what we got here. What weapons do we have?
Ah, this water's bad. What is with it?
Milo.
You must not be a drinker, because you would know good ale if you had good ale. This is
It's
good
an
ale.
acquired taste, Milo. You'll have to get used to it.
The barrel
I
says,
don't,
Captain Mitchell's private stash. It is the best.
but
Crush, I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
oh, that is awesome.
He's had too much ale.
He's just
So
swimming in it.
that's what ale is.
Get the duct tape out and tape it to your camera.
There you go.
Your thing. Tape it to your thing.
Oh no. Oh boy.
So Captain Takumi's asking to see all the stuff. So who has what? And if you don't want to show it, you don't have to.
I have the despiteful blade and the scarab of protection, which I will be spending this time meditating with it
Okay.
for an hour.
And who has the hand of the mutineer?
I do.
Who also has the sapphire rose?
That is correct.
And who has the dagger that you guys just found on this last go around?
None of your damn business.
Oh.
The fish person.
Is it the angsty water genasi right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd this character show up already? All of a sudden.
Such a jerk.
He's been holding back.
And so the captain kind of looked over everything. These items will command a premium price back on land. I'm sure we'll find more when we get to the Calm Delilah. I am so grateful to have joined all of you. And he's like, kind of throws his arms around, one arm around Crush, one arm around Oriana, who's just on the other side of him. And he kind of looks to both of you and does a quick kiss on each of you. And you can just smell the ale on his breath. You know, Captain's been like totally throwing him back, especially while Alrax was going out to sea. Captain may have been sneaking a few more cups than you guys have been watching.
Hey, Captain.
Ah,
Girth has been talking about you.
oh, me?
What the heck is that?
Me?
Why do you have a giant?
And he kind of like
It's
I see.
Crash.
he kind of like perks up, all excited. What did she say about me, huh?
She'd like to spend the night with you on this island before we leave to have fond memories. Ain't that right, Milo?
And he kind of draws his blade and kind of like rubs it across the top of his arm, and then he looks kind of like looking at himself in the reflection of his blade. He goes, "There's a lot of people who would like to spend a night with me. But I must confess, the only night I'd be spending with anybody is with treasure. No, literally, that's her name, Treasure. She's at the brothel back in town, and I owe her a lot of money. But who's counting?
Well, she might be.
Oh, gee.
Well, I say we settle in for the night. What say all of you? We have an early morning ahead of us.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, I agree. We should rest and be ready for
Okay,
tomorrow.
Brain.
And he's
I'll
like,
take for.
"Oh, what, Milo? What do you say? Sorry, I was drinking."
Oh, I still got a little energy, so I'll take first watch.
Oh, I'll take second watch. A captain should take a watch.
No,
That's the thing.
Captain. You should get some rest. You smell like.
And as you're saying that, he kind of just falls back and passes out.
Point taken.
All right, who's taking second watch?
Brush will.
All right. So, first watch goes off without a hitch.
I will be resting, but I will have Sabine hang out with Crush
Okay, first.
on his watch.
All right.
Was it a cat?
Second watch.
It's a winged cat.
Oh, okay.
So second watch, all of a sudden, Milo's sword is now going like hardcore alarm status, and Crush, as you're kind of sitting there, you're sitting up and you're kind of watching some of the other crew, and all of a sudden you hear and you look over and you can see Oriana and Koresh are both kind of, Koresh is like leaning up against the building and he's just like puking, like mad puke is just coming out. And then Oriana as well is throwing up. And you're kind of leaning up. You're kind of leaning up against the cool rocks surrounding the camp as you're kind of watching around. You're the tropical heat's really just kind of really getting to you, especially after having some drinks. Even though you got a good rest in before your watch, but then you hear this besides them throwing up so violently, the sound of the fire crackling in the center of camp almost becomes like a dazing center of focus for you. And
So, did they go out for fish tacos and hoagies?
I think they were at Harper's having a beer earlier.
No. Not there. Anything but that.
And they all came down with the Rona.
Hey, it was
So
okay
anyways-
inside. They had us separated, but it was in the line where we had the problem.
Well, anyways, back to the campaign.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What seemed to happen?
Did that happen to everybody all of a sudden? Or is it just me?
No, just you.
You dropped
Just
off.
you.
Yeah. Come back.
Whoa. And my
You
other
just-
screen gone. My other screen gone too?
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Dan.
That
Oh,
was
damn.
weird. All of a sudden it just like bloop, popped off. Okay.
Like, you're off of here.
So anyways, you're focusing on this Crush, you're focusing on this fire because again it's becoming like this dazing effect of just hearing the crackle, and then you're staring at this fire and you're just watching the popping of this log as the form slowly burns to like a white hot ash. Then you start hearing a gentle clink of metal on metal, and you're kind of looking over and you see Captain and I believe it was Dr. Brevan, yeah, because Oriana and correct. Captain Takumi and Dr. Brevan are kind of cheersing their mugs, not really paying attention to the other two that are throwing up. And it kind of to you looks like maybe they just all stayed up drinking too late. And at that point, you're kind of smiling to yourself because you're like, man, these guys are all celebrating, kind of, and you're realizing this is the end to this nightmarish situation you guys have all gotten yourselves into. And you're kind of running your fingers along your blade of your weapon, and you're looking over at the blade that Milo has, the spiteful blade, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that used to belong to Lavinia, and now we got it. You know, she's a little punk ass that we've killed already once before, and you're just feeling like real tough about yourself. But something keeps running through your mind, and it's, what the heck happened to the calm Delilah? Like, how did we get here? How is this island perpetually sinking and disappearing? And just all the strange stuff that has happened between the traps, the notes, kind of like there's all these strung hidden clues that is still kind of perplexing you right at this point. And as you're sitting there, kind of looking at everything, you grab a piece of the meat that you still had a little chunk left, and you take a bite of it as you're thinking about everything that's happening. And as you're gulping down this dry food, you take a quick swig from your cup of ale, and you exhale slowly, and you're just kind of almost like the stress is kind of getting off your shoulders, but won't totally leave you just because of the feeling of everything and all the stuff that's going through your mind. And you start to mutter to yourself in a lost thought. Then all of a sudden, as you're kind of mumbling to yourself and looking at this fire and kind of gnawing, you hear this loud, piercing shriek come across the camp. And it says, and it's deafening to you. You get up to your feet and again, looking over at Koresh, now has been vomiting for an absurd amount of time. And he kind of looks over at you. His eyes look very bloodshot and almost like blood coming out the corners of his eyes, dribbling down. And you see a little bit trailing down his mouth too. Now all of a sudden stuff isn't exactly adding up for you. And as he's hacking and coughing up, you can see these giant chunks of rotted, half-digested meat. And I mean, the meat that's coming out looked like the boar you guys were eating before, but now it's looking like black and completely rotted. You look down at the meat that's still half-eaten in your hand, and you see the dried meat is riddled with yellow maggots. And you're like, oh my God.
Ugh.
And you feel this, you kind of convulse as you feel this wiggling in the back of your throat of the half bite. And you reach for your water or for your ale, and as you're starting to get this ale to wash this wiggling feeling down your throat as quickly as possible, thinking that you're going to flush these maggots out. And you get this very iron heavy taste in your mouth, and you throw the ale down on the ground, and you notice that the cup was filled with this putrid blood. And you're kind of wiping it off, and you're just getting blood all over your hands, and now it's just smeared all over your face. And then all of a sudden, you feel this intense pain in your stomach, and you reach for your gut, and it kind of brings you back to your knees. And you kind of feel this pain coursing through your body to where you're like almost like violently shivering, and you're getting this crippling pain. You start kind of clutching onto the stones that are near you for support, and all of a sudden you're feeling these stones start to turn to like this soften and wither beneath your grasp. The smooth rock now covered in mounds of decaying bloody flesh, and the ground hardens to black, scorched bone. You hear there's a deep guttural rumble. The welcoming warm campfire kind of suddenly plunges downwards. And the calm light all of a sudden is extinguished. And then you hear this intense like rumbling sound and just and you look out beyond Alrax and Heclexis, and all of a sudden you're looking behind them as they're kind of laying down on the ground, and you see the ground behind them do the same, like this sinkhole that kind of comes down, and all of a sudden this giant monstrosity lunges out from the ground. Large chunks of stone, bone, decaying flesh, and rot flung through the air, and this overwhelming stench of death overcomes your body. And all of a sudden, you see this massive maw appear.
All right, who slipped me the peyote?
Yeah, no kidding.
Everybody rolling into it.
This is trippy, man.
Oh, they're still asleep. Are they asleep yet?
Oh no! We would all magically get awoken.
By your sword of
From the
warning.
alarm.
Whoa.
Yep.
I was
Red
about to
alert,
say,
red
yeah,
alert,
the
red
real
alert.
annoying one, like like an alarm clock. You know that's gonna wake you right up. It does to me every time I jump.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up my initiative tracker here. Give me 1 second. I'll get it off the screen.
Wow, that thing's big.
All right. Let's see. What did Milo get?
19.
Crush.
9.
9 and no good.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. No.
Eclexis.
14.
Chorus.
13.
Alrex.
Also 14.
Let's see here. So Alrex will be going before. Oh no, Eclexis goes first because he's got the higher. All right, so let's see here. Let me just throw in the big bad real quick here.
Did we not make it till to dawn?
You've not quite made it to dawn just yet.
Let me know when it hits. If it does.
Yeah, it's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks.
Wow.
Those who slept on first watch, though, however, I would consider all those people got a long rest.
That's
So
good.
Eclexis, you would have become attuned to the, or no, not Eclexis. Alrax would have been attuned to his new dagger.
Am I attuned to the scarab of protection?
You are attuned to it as well, yes.
Cool.
Alrex, do you want to know what your little dagger does now? Is that a yes or a no?
It makes the girls go, oh.
Sure.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Do you have a loved one back at home, or someone who died that you are passionately in love with? Was there
I
any?
have a loved one.
All right. So, then, this weapon has a +2 to attack and damage rolls. As a bonus action, you can speak the command word banana to transform this dagger into either a magical short bow or a magical whip for 1 hour. Once expended,
That's
this
cool.
feature cannot be used again until the next dawn. So it says, let me see here. Heart's Bane. If this weapon is used to kill a creature and that creature is resurrected, reanimated, or otherwise brought back to life or undeath in some manner, the resurrected creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws made against you while you wield this weapon. Also has Kiss of Life. As an action, you can kiss the ruby atop the dagger and cast the Revivify spell from it, targeting one creature you consider to be an ally that you can see within 30 feet of you. Once used this way, the dagger disintegrates into dust and is destroyed.
Well, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So,
Not at all.
anyways, so that is your sweet little item there. So, let's see here. All right, now that everybody sees this giant creature, just so you kind of have an idea too, the trees warp and rot. The ground withers around you and blackens. The creatures native to the island, such as snakes, reptiles, appear as versions of their former selves.
Oh no.
Just so you know.
I think there was something wrong.
Need every single one of you.
Oh,
So let's start with Milo.
Oh, hold on, I rolled a 1. Oh,
All right.
sweet. That is a
So-
good sign.
So now I need you to roll a D.
Wait, no, I get to re-roll ones. Hold on, Dan. That's not what I got.
On saving throws?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the lucky ability. If I roll a
Part
1,
of his
Yeah.
race.
Just making
because
sure.
I'm lucky. Because no, okay, all right. I got 22.
A 22?
Yeah,
check its
I
ID.
rolled a 19.
All right. Crush.
Oh, 6.
Roll me a D8.
No.
Yeah.
That's a boss of me. 1.
You fall to the ground. You are prone and incapacitated and have a overwhelming madness that is taking hold of your mind. You spend the duration of this madness laughing, screaming, weeping, and convulsing on the floor. I need you to roll me a D10.
No.
Is this Cthulhu?
5.
What was that?
5.
5?
Yeah.
This effect will last for 5 minutes.
Oh my. Like
Then I'm
forever.
out of combat for the rest of the night. Then you guys
Technically-
have fun.
No, you're definitely not out for the night. I can tell you that is definitely not going to be the case for you. Not even close. Not even kind of close.
You guys got this.
I'll bet you get bit within the next couple minutes.
You'll receive combat.
Let's see here. Your effects are all broken if you take any kind of damage, and then some of you can still make saving throws to get out of it each turn. So, let's go to
Who?
Eclexis.
18.
What was that?
18.
All right, Chorus.
20.
Alrax.
35.
Hey, it's not impossible.
Amazing.
13.
Roll me a D8.
Four.
You looking at this maw have become absolutely terrified, and this madness overcomes your mind where you are now frightened of everyone and everything you can see. You must succeed a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turns, or else waste your turn doing nothing. Alrighty.
Oh, this is
And-
gonna be PPK.
That might be.
As you guys have all kind of come to, you see this maw kind of reach down and bites Dr. Brevan, and she's kind of screaming, and you see all of a sudden it's bringing her, see her body up in the air, and her little legs like dangling out of its mouth, and it clamps down, and you watch her body just explode essentially in the center. Her two legs on the ground, and it and then kind of looks at the group and kicking us off. So Dr. Brevan is now Dr. Super Dead. So Milo, you are up.
So is this technically a huge, not large, right?
This is a huge maw.
Okay.
It is huge. It is not large. It is huge. And
All
it's
right.
just kind of...
Oh wow, this is scary. Okay, all right. Move. Oh man, move me up to that beastie.
Oh.
do you want to go like this way, or do you want to go where Chorus is?
Sure. Let's. I don't even know where is the best spot to even be, but I will attack it with my despiteful blade.
Okay.
Unless I can get into a flanking position where Mr. Mushroom person is.
I would say that would
I
be...
have enough movement. I could take the long route, or like to stay out of its range until I get to the woods.
'cause you were right. Here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I would say yeah. We'll let you kind of hanging in the jungle somewhat, but yeah, I'll let you make the attempt.
All right. Are we flanking it?
You would be considered flanking at this point.
Yay! All right, I'm gonna attack with my despiteful blade.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 11 damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
So first attack, 16.
That hits.
Okay. Where's my D4? Five bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then second, 16 again.
Okay, hits.
Another 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. Now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet. Oh, yeah. Out of one of those strikes, though, Dan, I'm
Yeah.
going to make it so that creature can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Because
Okay.
I definitely can't knock it prone or push it. That's definitely not an option.
No.
So I'll get it somewhere in the belly where it really where it shook it, where it can't take reactions.
Okay.
Okay. And a con save?
Yeah, con saving throw.
14?
Oh. Lucky.
I just got it.
Okay.
Lucky.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. And as you do that, it kind of rears up and again just kind of lets out this literally earth rumbling roar, which is like, and then all of a sudden you guys hear Koresh is like screaming from behind screaming from behind Alrac, or not Alex, Heclexis. And as you guys kind of turn to look behind you, you see these two creatures literally ripping the limbs off of Koresh. One by one,
What is going on?
these two giant crustaceans got their pincers, and they're both tugging at each arm, and you watch as his arms get ripped out of their sockets and blood just squirting everywhere. And Koresh kind of like falls to the ground just in absolute agony and bleeds to death right in front of you.
Whoa.
Dude,
That's
I feel
amazing.
like we went to sleep and woke up in Silent Hill. Not gonna lie.
No
We
kidding.
might as well call it Silent Island.
We didn't hear the sirens.
Their fog.
Oh, we heard screams. We heard screams. It was good enough. It was good enough.
So let me put here. Put this real quick. Oop. Whoa. Oh, come on. So that's something y'all just witnessed, and you're like, oh my dear Lord, baby Jesus, what the heck just happened? So, now we're on to that's going to be again Heclexis, perfect person who just witnessed Koresh right behind you, having literally his limbs literally ripped from his body, and you're staring down this pool of blood kind of flowing its way to you on this blackened ash ground. And you're just like, you're now standing in one of your comrades' blood. And his lifeless body lay before you. Eyes milky white with bits of blood coming out. And as you're staring at him, he just looks at you and with his final breath just says, "Kill me!"
Oh no.
Damn, did you have a bad day at work?
It's got dark quick.
So
Silent Island. I
whatever
keep telling
has
you guys.
Yep.
whatever has happened, is it considered charmed or frightened? What's going on with? Is it only Crush that was affected? I don't remember.
Crush.
And Alarax. Okay.
Let's see here. No, Crush is the only one who's had that madness kind of overcome him. However, you staring at Koresh, kind of in shock, after kind of like turning your body from the maw, and you look back, and the maw is kind of like coiled up, and its head just kind of looming over you, and again it lets out this, and you feel a gust of its stanky breath overcome your body. And I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay. Now go ahead and do whatever you're going to do.
No, you wasted that 20.
Right.
Bingo!
So whatever's happening to everybody, is it considered charmed or frightened as a?
Well, I think
As
Crush is technically, or no, not Crush. Alarax is frightened, right? Because he's frightened of everything.
Alarax is considered frightened, yes.
But not Crush.
No, Crush just has like this mental madness that's going on over him right now. So
Like
it's
he got really drunk, you know, like he went through the whole happy spell. Now he's crying, and then back to happy.
Man.
So I will use my channel divinity.
Okay.
And let me read it here. In a 30-foot radius around me, it moves with me, is filled with a dim light, lasts for 1 minute. or until I'm incapacitated. When a creature, including me, ends its turn inside the sphere, I can grant it either temporary hit points or cause it an effect causing it to be charmed or frightened ends.
I would say you would be able to. I would let it go that you would be able to end the madness that has overcome Crush.
Okay, so it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
So those of you that are like have an effect, that'll end. But everybody else, I don't know who's in the radius. You will gain 1d8 temporary hit points.
Well, a 30-foot sphere is pretty damn big.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's going to be everybody in the camp.
Yeah, that's bigger than a fireball radius.
I mean, that's pretty big.
I don't get benefits from that. Just the clearness of my madness, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
you just get the effect taken away.
Yeah. And
But everybody else gets temporary hit points.
Alrex will be cleared of his being frightened, and you will be cleared of your madness that has overcome you.
And I rolled a 4, so I guess you all get 4 temporary hit points. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that was my action. I'm going to now bonus action Shield of Faith.
All right, then let's see here. So next up is going to be then Alrex at that point. You would be up, and you find it like as Heclexis casts a spell, this calming overcomes your body where before you were terrified and kind of trembling, and now you're like come to and you're like, what the hell just happened? And you're really upset at this point and want to go kill somebody.
Yeah, I'm going to attack him with my longsword.
Okay. Are you going to the maw, or are you going to go to the little creatures up top that are... oh, you're already at the maw, so... Okay.
In your thinking.
Yep, and but I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw first.
8.
The stench of the rotted horror and breath of that maw that is by you overwhelms you and makes you feel absolutely nauseous, and you become poisoned for 1 hour. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
definitely Dan had a bad day.
Go ahead and now make your attack, though.
Swerve means business.
What does poison do to you?
19 hits. Poison is a disadvantage on, I believe, on saving throws and ability, or yeah,
And
saving throws?
attacks too.
And attack.
Or hold on, let me look that up real quick to make sure.
I didn't think it was attacks. I thought it was saving.
I know
throws.
ability checks, saving throws.
Yeah. Ability check, saving throws, but I don't know if attack.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so it is a
So
throw.
saving throws, it doesn't matter then.
Okay. So if you didn't roll a disadvantage, please roll the second die then.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this one was the 20.
A nat 20?
Dirty 20.
Oh, a dirty 20. And your other one was a 19, right?
Correct.
All right, so 19 would have been it. Yep, you definitely hit. So
8 points of slashing.
okay. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. Then the next up is
I think it's me.
Yep, it is definitely Chorus.
All right, I'm gonna cast blindness, so I need a Constitution saving throw on the big guy.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. What is 20?
That is
Alan.
you passed.
Con's actually one of my best things for this creature.
Oh, figures. That sucks. So, bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to crush.
Okay.
D6?
Let me double. I think so.
I thought it was a D8.
Yeah,
Bardic-
it's a D6. I think it don't turn to D8 until like
Fifth level. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a D6.
Okay.
I'll just double check.
Cool. Are you going to like move or go anywhere?
Where am I at? Can you point at where I'm at on the map?
Yeah, you're right here. I'm moving the mouse around.
Yep, I see it.
Kind of at the.
I'll stay there.
Okay. Then that's gonna put us at the maw itself. It felt that little spell you had to just cast on it, course.
Hmm.
And let's see here. It is going to. Oh. It is going to attempt to drag your sorry ass right to it by reaching out and seeing if it can grab you. We're going to bite. Let's go with Milo. Milo seems like a fun one.
I like that better.
Oh boy.
Since it
Oh boy, is right.
it turns around and is going to make a bite on Milo with its giant gaping mouth. And that's going to be a 15. Does that hit?
Misses.
It does?
Misses.
Misses.
Yes.
Ooh.
He's too little.
Yeah. He's just a wee morsel.
And let's see here. And it's now going to attempt to grapple you as well. Does a 17.
Ties.
Huh?
Ties.
Oh no.
It's a hit.
So
Uh-oh.
now does he get, jog my memory, other DMs here, because I haven't used grapple in eons. Does
What's
he get
happening?
a strength check to try and fight being grappled?
I think we have to contest. Let me look it up. I just looked it up too, like a few weeks ago.
I kind of feel like we have to, like you're saying, like we would have to do
Like,
that. Yeah.
like strength versus strength.
Grapple.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Pretty much.
Grapple. With a free hand, give the grapple condition to an opponent that is within reach up to one's eyes. By winning a strength athletics check versus opponent's strength athletics or dex acrobatics check.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
Okay.
my choice. So I will definitely go with Dex.
Okay, so we have to roll off at this point.
Yeah. Roll off.
Roll off. All right, I'm doing strength for obvious reasons.
Obviously.
21.
I got a 22, buddy.
Yeah.
I am too quick for you.
Hang on.
Ooh, you gotta be quicker than that.
No.
He's too dexterous for you.
Hang on. Nope, I need to pull something up real quick here.
Uh-oh, here comes this GD dice.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
No. Where is it?
You got to roll for the monster crying now.
No, I'll show you guys.
Got to roll for Dan crying.
Oh, there's not going to be me crying. 1 second. I just got to double check
Sorry,
something real
Milo.
quick here. Because somebody is holding the spiteful blade.
I mean,
I am.
Not it.
I know who's
am.
holding it. I know exactly who's holding it.
uh-oh.
I just need to double check something on Jan's spiteful blade.
Bye, Milo.
No. Let's go. Okay, let me try page.
These are always good breaks for our
Here we go.
Follow Panic Games on Facebook,
I found
Instagram,
Ah.
Twitter.
And don't forget Patreon.
Yeah. I have
So would
made.
that be? So would that? That? Yeah, because that's just an ability check. It's not a saving throw that he's doing, right?
It's
It's not a saving
it's
throw.
it's,
No, it's ability check.
a ability check. Yeah.
I'm just confirming it's not a saving throw.
No,
No.
not a
No.
saving throw.
No.
Then you win, you dirty son of a bitch.
So, in the meaning of that, because Milo's pretty playful, you'll see him be like, like that, you know, sticking his tongue out, teasing him, and say, "Nice try, Mr. Wormy."
And it just kind of, and you just get this stank that overwhelms your body again. You're just like, oh god, and you're like covered in,
Ew.
you're covered in worm spit. And in fact, you all of a sudden, as it's like breathing and screaming and kind of like, you know, screaming at you per se, all of a sudden you get some small regurgitated bits of Oriana that get spit back, or Dr. Brevan, like a little finger like hits your eye, and you know, shit.
She's got her
Goomy
eye on you.
goop. Ew. I just
Alright,
got goomy gooped, guys.
Oh, no.
You totally did. And then let me see who. Oh, all right. And now our little chitters up top, as they're done ripping Koresh to pieces, and as he was like saying, "Kill me," one of them takes its pincers down and lops his head off. And now they're making their way down. So the first one is going to come right here next to Clexus, and he's going to go ahead and make his attack on the Clexus here. So let's see what our little lovely crustacean is about to do. So, what would it like to do? It's going to go ahead and
Goose him.
Yeah, it's going to go ahead and use its pincers to try and clip you. I don't think a 12 hits you, does it?
Nope.
And okay, then the other one is going to go ahead and make the same attack with its pincers as well. 18. Does that hit?
Just hits.
And the other one, while you were able to dodge one of them, the other one lunges out as you kind of like shift it, and it pinches your arm really hard. And you take... that's going to be 11 piercing damage.
Oh.
And it just almost like crushing on your arm.
Okay.
And now it is, and that's essentially what those guys do. So next is going to be on to Crush. Your turn.
Bonus action. I like to rage.
All right.
Totally.
It's the Raging Cajun.
Move me up 3 spaces. I'm still going to stay in contact with the first pinchy. Nope.
That.
Right there. I'm staying in contact. I didn't break contact.
Nope, you didn't. You're still within touch range.
Yep. And I'm scared to use my dice tonight. Good Lord.
They are betraying you.
So since I'm kitty corner across from Perplexus, I get advantage for flanking.
Yes, I would give you flanking on that.
At 20.
Oh,
Woohoo!
Yeah.
let me break out my good hits, bad misses. Dan's not favorite table when you guys crit. Give me a D, Hundy.
63 slashing.
Triple damage. Your rage, like you are, that madness that you were filled with is like tons of pent up aggression now that you have this insane amount of clarity where you feel so honed in with your weapon. You come in with deadly accuracy when
Right.
when you see this one, and this is the one that's still grabbing onto Heclexus's arm too. So you see it reached out with its pincer, just digging in, and Heclexus kind of like wincing and a little bit of agony, but you are able to absolutely come down with a furious hit.
Okay, what I've done is I rolled a single D12. I'm gonna triple the damage.
Okay. Please tell me you rolled a 1.
Oh, hold on, chillin'.
Come on, Jeebus.
Okay, I've done a total of 21 slashing damage. And on top of that, add additional 5 points of radiant damage to it.
Oh. How would you like the death to be?
Don't forget your rage damage.
He's already killed it. Just describe it.
Yeah, what do you want?
I already had my rage damage in it. So,
Oh, okay.
And again, this is the one that's holding on to Heclexus's arm right now, and it's just like really digging in.
well, when I strike, I want to basically, but the arm that's hanging on to Clexus will stay there.
And Heclexus, you watch as Crush absolutely just obliterates this this crustacean, this crab that's kind of giant lobster hanging on to you, and you feel the grip that was so tight in your arm kind of loosen up a little bit, but still tight enough, just tight enough on your clothing that it's kind of now like has gone limp and just like hanging there, and you're like, "Get this shit off me."
As it disintegrates, I go, and go ahead and move me above the next one.
All right.
I still got enough movement to get there.
Okay.
And I'll wait for my next turn.
Cool. Then that's gonna put us at, let's see here, top of the order. Back to wait, hang on. Yep, back to the top. That's gonna be Milo.
Right. Coming in with the despiteful blade for 100, Dan.
Whoa.
For 100.
Yeah, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, my rolls are on fire. I'm waiting for this all to backfire on me.
You know it will.
You need a saving throw with me, so I can absolutely crush you.
9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you'll see after I give him a quick strike, you'll see me strike or get into a stance that seems sturdy and ready to be on my toes. And as my bonus action, I'm taking what is it called? It pretty much lets me have the dodge action. I can't think of what it's
Disengage.
called though. No,
Disengage. Or
it's a monk
evasion.
It's a monk ability. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called either.
because I'm spending a Kai
Patient
point. It's not
defense.
set for the win or yeah, patient defense.
Okay.
So Every attack until my next turn is when you roll is at disadvantage against me.
I'm totally imagining you right now, like totally going into like Kung Fu: The Legend Continues like stance where you're like already in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, let's dance.
Come on, creature.
All
Takes
right.
two.
Very cool. Then Eclexis, you will be up then.
Okay. So, I am using my familiar to deliver a touch spell
Okay.
Ooh.
on the giant creature.
Okay. What's that do?
It's you're about to find out.
Oh.
Keeping it secret.
Woo!
It's a surprise.
That is 24.
That hits. Whatever you're touching me with.
I'm touching you with inflict wounds at
Wow.
second level.
Wow.
So here comes 40-10.
Oh my god!
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that
Come on,
worm
tens.
feels probably violated.
Yeah, that was bad touch.
All right, pretty good. Okay. So 36 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, my goodness.
Describe the death.
Oh. Yes.
So Sabine comes flying in out of nowhere and just ever so gently just kind of lands on it. And then a burst of black energy just hits the creature and wraps it with all sorts of crazy energy. Pieces are just flying off of it.
That's awesome.
Boy, we're gonna watch Dan cry tonight.
And so you guys see this all happening, and again, it's looked like you see this dark energy just swirling around this Moz. It's kind of up, and it starts like just belting out this agonizing roar, and it kind of goes down, and you see chunks of its rotted flesh has fallen apart and kind of sinks into this hole, and it leaves this gaping hole right in this whole section right here. So you would not be able to traverse across this unless you want to potentially risk falling into the Maw's hole and figuring out what's on the underside of that. But the Maw is no more. Very well done.
Beautiful.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it. I will send Sabine away. She flies away.
TB it,
All right.
TB it.
Alrax, you watch this happen. You're just like, holy shit. But it is now your turn.
I am going to move up and to my right. Yep. No, just one space.
This one?
Yep, right there. And I will attack the crab creature.
Okay.
That's a crab person.
It's a crustacean, man. Get it right.
People.
People.
Don't be a shellfish.
Dirty 20 hit?
That does definitely hit.
Five points of slashing.
All right. That definitely, and you're able to cut into, you slice into it, and a chunk of its little lobster shell kind of breaks off, and you get this overwhelming scent.
Arrow.
Oh, we lost our DM.
Uh-oh.
Overwhelming scent of what?
No.
We'll never know.
Dan, come back.
Dan got kicked out of the main.
Quickly.
Dan, come back.
Dan!
Oh.
5-minute break.
That's a good idea. While Dan's coming back, we're gonna go on a quick break. 5 minutes.
Can you even hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm looking at poor Dan.
Penis, penis, penis.
Those dulcet sounds were Jim dissing Eclexis, or Alarax, if you want to know. Who's obviously like 12. But we're back from our break. Dan's working on piling a gigantic amount of monsters, I'm guessing, onto a screen.
I would not know what you're talking about.
He's very disappointed by the quick death of his maw.
We would have been
No,
back
I was
soon.
very impressed with your. I was very impressed with your killing of Jan said Ma. So no, you guys did well with that. So I can't complain. That's the other guy I need. So, anyways, let me bring back the map. Come on.
There we go.
Let me bring back the map so you can see what's up. All right. I think it's a little. There we go. Alrighty. So, with that being said, you guys, let's see who just hit. Who just hit this crustacean?
I believe it was me.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, that's correct. So that's gonna put us at. Oh, let's see here. You rolled a 14. Oh, that's gonna put us at the chorus. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the left of Eclexis.
So
Yeah.
you're literally standing behind a building. You would not have line of sight on this creature.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the building. Okay.
You can go straight up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do, just so I can within range of it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hit
There
it.
you go.
Hit it with my short sword.
Okay.
That's 15 hit.
15 does hit.
And that hits for 6. And I will go ahead. What do I want to do here? I'm going to spend a Bardic Inspiration. And that will be an additional 6 poison damage.
Ooh. All right. And this thing starts to wince pretty hard from your attack, and kind of turns around and looks at you, takes its attention off of Eclexis, and starts to reach out and pinch your way. Anything else you're gonna do?
I just had to look up something real quick. All right, bonus action, my last Bardic Inspiration to crush.
I still have the last one.
Oh, okay, then I'll hold on to it then.
So did you Bardic Inspiration yourself for that additional 6? How did that all work?
So that's part of an attack. It wasn't a bonus action, but bonus action I can do Bardic Inspiration too.
Okay.
But I won't do Bardic Inspiration. That'll be it.
Okay. All right, then. It's a little Krabby's turn. It's going to go ahead and take a pinch at you. It's thinking you look like a watery folk it may have seen before that has tried to eat his family, and so it now wants to try and eat you. Can you please roll me a D100?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Oh, a 1.
Uh, roll me a d4.
3.
As it goes to snap at you, and it goes to step forward, it didn't realize that your last attack had hacked off one of its limbs, and it kind of falls forward and lays prone for now 3 rounds. It was a crit fail on my side.
Oh, boy. Thank God.
Nice.
Woo. That was
So
scary.
it is now prone, and as it falls down, it kind of lets out a and you hear this screech just again goes across camp that echoes out into the canyons of this island. And as that happens, you kind of hear what sounds like crows kind of fly out of the trees into the night sky. And everybody starts to get this very unnerving feeling that there is an immense amount of danger caving in on this camp. Next up is going to be so we had chorus, believe Crush.
Seeing the big thing go down, I wanted to play with that one. I'll put you out of your misery.
And it's kind of snapping up at you.
Oh, let's see. 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, that's going to be 15 points of slashing damage and 2 points of radiant damage.
Describe the demise.
Basically, treat it like a divot.
Yep. And just shell and lobster kind of goes all over the place. And Crush just absolutely annihilates this this crustacean. As that happens, and bits and pieces of its body kind of fly out into parts of the surrounding trees, I need Crush, Milo. Oh, all you make a perception check, please.
Nope. 18
Nope.
for 100,
6.
Dan.
What?
I got 18.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
22.
All right.
Well,
So you all, as you guys are kind of taking in what just happened, you pause for a brief moment to try and catch your breath and regather your thoughts and what just transpired. And all of a sudden, you guys hear.
oh, excuse me.
And that sound, all of a sudden you hear a. And these are coming from all over the camp right now. And you're looking around, you're like, did you hear that? And again. And as you peer into the shadows of the trees that surround you, you can see these shadowy figures lurching forward, one by one, revealing themselves from the shadows. Dressed in sailor's attire,
Jeez.
withered, rotted flesh, all revealing themselves. Then you hear a real loud cackle, almost like a rabid animal, and this undead monkey appears right behind Oriana, and she doesn't quite see it as it lurches from a tree. It jumps on her back, takes its claws, and kind of grips her face, and you just watch it sink its bony fingers into her skull, and she rips off the skull cap of Oriana, and it throws part of the head that way, and you watch it just kind of as the body's fallen, and it smashes into her brain, and then it just stares at the whole group, predominantly the little cluster of you four up here, not necessarily Milo, and it just makes that rabid sound, and then starts to make its way lunging towards you. But before that creature successfully makes it all the way to you,
Good lord, look at all that.
you see out of the ground right next to Chorus and Alrax, the ground starts to shift near you, and you can see these hands come out of the ground. Giant, muscular arms kind of grip the top, and you see this huge, beastly man pull itself out and stand up right next to you with these sunken-in eye sockets, putrid flesh, and again, you just get this overwhelming stench of decay and death. Top of the order,
Oh, man.
Milo.
Which way is the beach?
Beach is going to be Milo's direction.
Exit stage left.
Suckers. I will attack the one nearest me, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to attack with my Despiteful Blade.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh. All right. Roll a D100.
Slashing damage, too. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Don't you know?
87.
Uh-oh.
87. All right.
Mi-
Give me one second.
Mr. Hero Lab.
I got to move this out of the way. Sorry. Oh, my God. Can I close it? What's going on? This thing was already working. Retrieve.
It's like
While
watching.
that's doing its thing, give me 1 second.
It's like watching a grandparent try to use a computer.
Yeah.
I can't. This thing was working last week. I don't understand why it's all of a sudden showing up here.
Paul, you may want to blur that out in post.
Yeah, because it's showing my.
Hurry, write it down.
Whoa.
Oh my
Give me some
God!
Hero Lab.
Come on.
Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm just gonna. What the fuck is? Jesus Christ!
Whoa!
Oh, there's the one.
Sorry, people.
There's the
There's
one. It's
I love
in the
how
pickle jar.
the stuff that was working last week is crazy technical difficulties now. All
I
right,
think it's user.
87. You said.
Yeah.
you get double damage, and as you are you were using your sword, right?
Yeah.
You swing your sword with violent precision, and you absolutely hack off one of the arms of the creature, and causing it to have disadvantage on all future attacks.
Nice.
But double damage.
That's good news, Goose. 16 slashing damage.
Very nice.
I rolled max on that. And then I will move, like, still in contact with that other zombie. I'll move out to present myself.
To like
Another 5 feet. Yeah, right there. And then as a bonus action, I will use the same thing I did the last time.
okay. So you're in a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Using my last Kai point.
All right. Let's see here. So next up is going to be Heclexis.
Okay. Move me over next to Milo. Right above. Wait, nope. Above him, next to
Yep.
And I tell Milo that we should run, and then I'll attack whatever that is in front of me.
Okay.
I want to say it's a zombie, but I don't think it is.
It looks very zombie-like.
25.
You definitely hit it.
7 points of slashing.
Describe the demise.
Quick flick of the wrist, and boop, his head just rolls through the air.
You totally killed the one-armed bandit, and it drops. Bodies hit the floor. Next up is going to be Alrex, if you're done.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Sorry.
Alrighty, I think I'm gonna make a swing at Toad Boy there.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
6 points of slashing.
6 points of slashing. Yeah, you take a nice, good gash out of it. As you cut across its belly, all of its bowels kind of fall out on the ground. And you get this, again, you see kind of like maggots and flies kind of fall out of its, come out of its corpse somehow. And it just looks at you with this, like, blank, dead gaze and just goes, and starts to make its way towards you.
Good time.
Let's see here. Anything else?
That'll do it.
All right. Chorus, you're up.
Have we hit Dawn yet?
You've not hit Dawn yet.
Okay. I will take a swing at the guy right next to me, to the right of me. Or, yeah.
Okay.
With my with my short sword. Does 15 hit?
That hits.
And that hits for 5.
How would you like the death to be?
Just gutting it from the bottom up. Just a big swing up.
All right, so it's already got the belly cut open from Alrax, and then you just kind of dig in, find the sternum, and go all the way up to the chin, and you just watch it kind of flay open and just drop to the ground. But the carcass and then like the ribs kind of open up, and you just hear this like kind of like a, and then you see this just nauseous gas. You can just kind of see this greenish fog come up, and the smell is just absolutely grosses you out, but you kill it right on the spot.
He totally cut one.
It's breaking in. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. The monkey.
Actually, Dan, can I, real quick? Am I in? Is there a guy up? There's nobody else around me, right?
No, there's not.
Okay, never mind.
The monkey leaves the corpse of Oriana and kind of traverses its way over and jumps right here, and is going to go ahead and attack Alrax. Let's see what we get here. Mm, 13, I do not believe hits you. Alrax, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So the monkey totally misses. And then we're going to start the zombie walk. This zombie is going to go ahead and make its way over here and try and do an attack on Chorus. Chorus. That's also going to be a 12. I don't think 12 hits you, does it, Chorus?
Nope, that's a miss.
All right. Next zombie makes its way, kind of walks right over here and tries to attack Alrax. It's going to be 15. Does that hit?
Me?
Alrax, does 15 hit?
Negative.
All right. Let's see here. We got these two zombies are going to be all up on Milo's ish. First one is 18 to hit.
Disadvantage, sir.
All of them have disadvantage?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
they do.
That's right, because you're in a defensive stance. Ironically, 18 again.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
You may proceed with damage.
All right. And that is going to be... I'm just going to make sure I'm doing it right. That's going to be 4 bludgeoning damage as it kind of slams its fist right into your head. And let's see here. The next one's going to attack you at disadvantage. 16 for the first roll. Would that hit?
No, that misses.
Okay, so regardless, that one misses then. And then the last one that's going to attack Crush, right next to Crush. 18 to hit.
Yes.
And that hits you also for 4 bludgeoning damage as it takes its little clubby fist and just bitch slaps you.
All right, and it's half because I'm raging. Okay.
And that's going to put us at, let's see here. Crush, it is your turn.
Don't we skip somebody? Usually there's somebody in front of me. I'm last.
I know you're last. We've done everybody.
Yep.
Oh.
You're after the bad guys.
All right. The one that tagged me, I'm going to reckless on him.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right. Let's do 15 points of slashing damage and 6 points of radiant.
Yeah, and you absolutely obliterate this guy. And you light it up like a candle, and it drops to the ground. DED, dead.
Okay. For movement wise, move me to the right and put me behind the monkey. I'm not breaking contact when I move
I know
there.
you're not. Spank the monkey.
All right. That sets me up for my next attack.
All right. Top of the round is going to be Milo.
All right. I'm going to attack the one south of me first with
Okay.
my despiteful blade.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll the second attack real quick though too to see if it hits.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Yep.
All right, because I did that because I'm going to do like I'm attacking the one south of me with my despiteful blade, and the other one is getting a kick. So I'm doing the whole like reaching out, stab, kick, on both of them.
Yep.
So you guys can envision that. For the one south of me, it'll take 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the other one will take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So for the first one. All right. The first one, you hit it with what you would consider a killing blow. And the corpse drops to the ground. But all of a sudden, it kind of like as it falls to the ground, you see its eyes just kind of like open, and the corpse kind of like stands right back up. The other one that you hit, it's still standing, but looks pretty battered.
That's all I can do.
All right, then we are on to Eclexis.
I'll yell. All right, I'll attack the one right there. That's kitty corner for me.
Okay.
And 8. Was it 8 hit?
An 8 does hit.
Oh.
I thought so.
Not a lot of defense there.
5 points of slashing.
All right. And you are able to reduce this one to a simple nothing. You kill it.
And I yell out to the group, "We should run to the beach!
As you yell that,
Quickly!"
go ahead and make me a actually, it's not even going to be that. So as you're yelling to them, all of a sudden you hear, again, a very loud, and it's so loud, all of a sudden it's just like this ringing in your ears, and you're kind of covering your head, just like in pain, hearing this this screeching sound. And as you're closing your eyes, all of a sudden this calm overcomes your body, and you're back on that boat once again in this torrential rain, boat rocking so heavy. And you hear a familiar voice behind you, and she says, "So you've decided to come here and kill my crew. I want what is mine. You will give it back to me." And you turn around and you see Lavinia Wisp in all her undead glory within Sleep Manor.
You said boat?
Yes. Eclexis is having this vision right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Anything you care to say, Eclexis?
Just keep it secret.
Seeker.
Free us, and I will give you what you want.
And she kind of pauses for a moment, sits back, kind of like almost tries to make herself seem a little bit bigger, a little bit more intimidating. And she gets right up in your face. I'm talking like within like inches of you. And she says, "You will return the sapphire rose to me, for it is your life that will free me from this island." And she, all of a sudden, you see her, she kind of like sticks her hand out and grasps around your throat. And you're telling yourself, this is just a vision. This isn't real. This is just a vision. And I need Milo and Alrax to make perception checks.
Ten.
Hold on just a sec. Sorry.
So am I able to do anything?
Well, I got to wait and see what Alrax rolls first.
Oh, okay.
10 as well.
Okay. Which was the magic number. So you guys are good. So you guys both see Heclexus is kind of turned facing to his left or whatever, his left. He's facing that way. Anyways, and you're kind of seeing his back is basically facing you. And you see him, his head kind of looking up and his mouth just drawn open, but you're not quite sure what's happening. And all of a sudden you see his body lift off of the ground, and there's nothing else that's really around him. Going back to your vision, Lavinia is lifting your body up in the air, and you're feeling this overwhelming sensation of suffocation happening. And all of a sudden, lightning strikes the boat and strikes right where both of you are. And you kind of come to, and you flop down on the ground, after as if you were just dropped out of the sky, right here in the camp. And Alexis, you're thinking to yourself, what the hell just happened? As you're kind of kneeling down on one knee and trying to regroup yourself with whatever the heck just happened, you start to hear this voice again, and she says, "I have come here to take what is rightfully mine. You and your crew will pay dearly for killing my crew." And Lavinia shows up right in front of you.
Good Lord.
On to Chorus.
After all that.
There is.
Okay, I'll just attack him with my short sword. 8 to hit.
8 does hit.
That hits for 7.
Okay. And you take a good chunk of meat out of this zombified flesh, but it still stands, looking you right in the eye.
All right, I'm gonna with my offhand with my a bonus action attack with my dagger.
Okay.
15 hits for 1.
Yep. For one,
One. Yes.
and you stick your dagger right in its shoulder, and it just kind of.
Oh, sorry, man.
You're really more pissing off than anything.
Great. Of course.
Anything else before?
That's it.
All right. So that same zombie that you just attacked, it kind of takes your hand and pulls it out with the dagger, and then it goes to swing at you for 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Right. And that's going to be. What can I just do with that die? Oh, there we go. It's going to be for 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
The rabbit monkey is also going to attack you as well. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to get you for 8 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Zombie down at the bottom is going to attack Alrax. And that's going to miss. The other zombie is going to go ahead and attack Milo at disadvantage. First one was a 21 to hit. Second one was
It doesn't have disadvantage no more.
Oh, then 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
That's going to be for 7 bludgeoning. And then Lavinia is going to have her return. Let me pull her up real quick here. Lavinia. I just got to pull her stat block up. I apologize. There we go. All right. Her first attack. She reaches out back again for Eclexis's throat. Let's see here what we got. What?
No, she doesn't.
Really?
I'm under a sanctuary against undead while I'm holding the blue sapphire rose.
Oh, you're a dirty son of a bitch. All right, then it's going to attack Milo. I forgot. It automatically.
She already started. She's got to make a saving throw.
She's got to make a saving throw?
Yeah,
Yes.
wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Against whatever the wand's DC would be.
Well, now you're making me look at 2 different things.
How dare you?
All right, let me find it real quick here. What's the one?
I say, no, here, hit my friend instead.
Let's see here. There we go. Sapphire Row.
I should have remembered earlier when we had all the undead attacking us.
Oh, yeah.
It just says it doesn't have a DC on it. So whatever your DC would be.
Okay, and if it's mine, then it's 13.
Okay. So because it says you'll lose this benefit if the creature succeeds on its wisdom saving throw. Or if you make an attack against it or deal damage to it. Okay, so I rolled a natural 15 and I got a +3 on my whiz as well, so that would be 18.
Okay, then.
So I'm assuming that's going to be that creature's turn then. So, cool. That's going to then put us at Crush.
Is the monkey there?
The monkey is there. The monkey's right there.
Crush is gonna exist.
And it looks at you.
That's one. That's one flanked
I'm
monkey.
going to establish dominance on the monkey. $17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right, let's do 14 points of slashing damage and 2 points of radiant damage on it.
How would you like to spank the monkey? Describe the spank you shall receive.
Bring my great axe down in a downward arc and basically cleave it in two.
There you go. We now had one monkey, and now we have two. Dead.
I shall
You got two halves.
up one.
All right.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
No, he wants
That
to
way.
flank
Yep.
that. Yep.
yeah. I get what you're putting down. All right. Milo.
Alrighty then. I'm going to give Zombie a quick kick.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
See if I can maybe put it down real quick. 8 to hit
Mhm.
Nope.
Oh no.
against the zombie.
Oh, you're talking about this little guy right here.
Yeah,
I thought you were
south of me.
attacking Lavinia. Sorry. Yeah,
No,
8 hits.
not yet.
8 hits the zombie. Yes, that does hit.
Ooh, max damage on that roll. 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. And you give it a good hit, but it's still standing.
Damn it. Alright, I can't have two things attack me, so I will attack you with my Despiteful Blade.
Okay.
Dirty 20 to hit. Pretty sure that hits.
Really hits. Yep.
8 slashing.
Okay. And you take another good chunk of it out, but still standing up and looking at you with really upset face now. Now it's kind of snarling at you. It's gonna
Just
make
go
a little,
down! And then
make a
that'll
little
be my
midnight
turn.
snack out of you. You're gonna wish it was Dorothy instead of a zombie.
I was about to say, I would be like the worst meal.
It does not think so. So that's gonna put anything else?